What is going on? Beautiful. You can see what I do. It's cool. It's going to be a great time today. Look at that title. Look at the title. This one thing will change your life. It doesn't matter which platform you are digesting this on. It's going to be a great time here today. Look at it. Look at that. Look at the title here. Yeah. This one thing will change your life, and I do believe that. I do. Wow, look at you guys. I looked up, boom, 6 people. How amazing is that? I could just hit a button. Dina, what's good? Casey, how are you? Krista, great to see you. Alyssa, hello. Vanessa, and one other. It doesn't have a name for that last one, but thank you guys for being here. You guys ready for today? Another conversation. If you're excited for the value fire in the chat box. I mean, when I say this will change your life. Homer, what's going on, bro? Great to see you here. Harvey, what's up? Heart by Hearts. Are you guys having a good Wednesday? Let me know in the comments. Can we get some fodder before we go? I want to see that you guys are here. You're ready to engage. You're ready to learn. If you have a notepad, now's your time. Take it out, man. It's going to be a great one. Gabby, what's up? Abel, great to see you. JP, Mike, Yelly, all I'm saying is you might. How are you guys today? Courtney, what's going on? Great to see you. Look at the loyal clients that you guys are asking. Krista's back in action. Love it. Cool. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm excited. Hope you guys have the best day ever. I'm going to hit the recording here and I'm going to give you guys a live podcast. So you guys know, for those who are here, you guys know how it goes. For those who are new here, I like to record live podcasts for you. I don't know. I used to try to do them like not live, but then I found myself like being very scripty, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna roll the punches. That's what it is. So it's gonna be a great time. Cool. Taylor, what's up? Great to see you. All right, ready? We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. What's going on, beautiful humans? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. It's your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're talking about a few things here. Look at the title. Look at the title. This will change your life. I do believe that, and we're going to break down a few tactics here today that are going to allow you to create what? More happiness, more fulfillment, because let's be honest, we're probably all after that, right or wrong. If you don't want more happiness, then you can click out of the stream, you can click out of the podcast. That's totally cool, but I venture to say if you're listening to this information, maybe you want more out of your life, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about here today is how you could make that shift for yourself. Maybe right now, let me know if you guys could resonate with this, but maybe right now you feel like maybe we default to the worst case scenario. Well, what happens if I do this and they're going to think this, and the waves of doubt and the uncertainty and the fear of the unknown, a lot of it can be resolved with just one simple statement. And you might be listening to that thinking, what is this guy talking about? He's saying that one phrase could change my life. And yes, I am. And I'm going to break that down here today. I'm super excited. Now, before I get into what that statement actually is, let me tell you how it's impacted my life. Now, before this idea, I'm sure a lot of us could agree on this, that maybe right now, things are tough. Things are frustrating. Maybe right now, let me ask you guys this question. Do you feel like you put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, maybe it's just not enough? If you feel that way, type a yes in the comments. Maybe every single day you're waking up, you're trying to do all the things, you're trying to hit the gym, meal prep, macros, but maybe you just feel like, I wish I was doing more. Does anyone feel that way? If you do, let me know. If you're on the audio replay, shoot me a message after you check this out. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because a lot of our minds have been programmed to believe the worst case scenario, right? Like, let's think about this here for a second. Well, if I wear this to the gym, right, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? It's crazy, right? In our minds, we default to those worst case scenarios. You ever think about, well, do I need to be that way? You ever question that? You ever just sit there and think, man, like, do I need to feel that way? Could I think differently? You guys ever question that? Well, that's what we're going to do here today. Because I know from personal experience, like I used to think so negatively. And I'm not saying thoughts don't come into my mind still from time to time, because they do. But throughout the last few years, I've found ways to essentially cope with that, or like improve the way that I'm thinking about things. Because we all like want to assume the worst case scenario, but what if there's a better way? What if there is? Casey, I had this thought a few hours ago, honestly. You're not alone. Right, Krista. I'm glad you guys agree with me on that. This is the conversation. It's where we're going. So we'll piggyback off that. What if none of that was true? What if all those thoughts every single day were not real? I pause there for a second because this is the thing. It only becomes real if we feed the thoughts. And I might have said this before, but I think this would actually be a great point for you guys to write down. What you feed grows and what you starve dies. I'll say it again. If you're here with me live, you might want to write this down or put this in the comments, because we can think of our minds like a plant, essentially, right? And every single day, you got to give it what? Sunlight, food, water in order for it to grow. And maybe sometimes the things that you're giving it aren't the best for that plant. So think about this analogy for a second. If your mind is the plant, right, and it's the garden, then you need to be what? Very careful about what you're giving it, right? Think about, all right, how about a better example? What about an animal? Let's say you have a dog, right? If you have a dog, would you give the dog shitty food? Would you feed the dog garbage and expect the dog to have a long, healthy, prosperous life? Of course you wouldn't. So why do we feed our minds garbage? It only becomes real if we feed them. So we recognize that what you feed grows and what you starve dies. You guys ever hear the saying before? The grass is green where you water it. It's not religious, Morgan. It's not. It's just a mindset. The grass is green where you water it. Release the resistance, right? And I think this is especially true for our clients. Why? Because our clients come on one coaching call, boom, they hear something, they take different actions, boom, different result. And that's why I love the shit that we do every single week. It's like, man, different actions, different results, right? So you guys are probably listening to the information like, all right, bro, like give me the goodies here. You said there was going to be one phrase. What is the one thing that will change my life, change your life? Well, here it is. You guys ready for this? Put it in the comments. Ready? Let it be good. Ooh, there it is. There it is. I'll say it again. Put it in the comments. We're going to give you guys 3 things here that will help you improve your life for good. And again, we're just talking about mindset hacks, how to release the pressure, create more happiness, reduce anxiety, overwhelm, doubt, all those things. If you want to release anxiety, depression, overwhelm, doubt, this is how you're going to do it. First step to that, let it be good. I got this from my girlfriend, so this isn't my thing. She says this all the time. What does that mean? Well, a lot of us, like I said earlier in the episode, we default to worst case scenario. Well, what about this and what about that? And we start to worry and panic, and that doesn't feel good. And energetically in our body, it's really not something that is natural for us. But we do it anyway. Why? Because it feels good. Because as humans, we like sometimes to panic. We like the struggle. And maybe that's how you've been conditioned. Maybe that's what you think needs to be a reality. But again, what if we challenge that? And honestly, like, I think this saying is so profound. Let it be good. What if you just allowed everything around you to be easy? You allowed it to be effortless. You allowed things to come to you, and you just let go of all that pressure, and you let go of all that resistance. It probably feels really good as you're listening to that. And I want you to just close your eyes for a second and think about that. What if every single day, instead of assuming the worst case scenario, you just choose to live a happier, abundant, more energetic, vibrant lifestyle? Probably be pretty awesome. Like Alyssa said, this has been my saying all damn week. And energetically, it feels really good. It feels really good. Excuse me. Why am I sharing that? Because I actually piggybacked off this and I took a note. A good attitude doesn't cost you money, but a bad attitude will cost you everything. I'll say that one more time, because it's kind of like a piggyback off of this. A good attitude doesn't cost you a single dollar, but a bad attitude will cost you everything.
Because if we choose to play the victim and we feed the stories about all these things that you can't do, right? It doesn't feel good. And then what happens is you put that out to other people. Nobody wants to be around somebody like that. They might not say it to your face, but they don't want to be, because think about it this way. Do you want to be around somebody like that? Who's always, oh, feel bad for me. You don't understand. I have this, and that. No, I don't want to be around that shit. Do you? Do you want to be that person? Probably not. Like Casey said, every bad day is still a luxury. But my thing is that it's a choice. We choose how we operate every single day. And it's like this has been a subconscious, programming in my head that I've had to like reteach myself. Like I'll give you an example. This is my mom to a T. Ma, if you're checking this out, I love you. We've had these conversations though. Like she loves to worry. I think that's just what happens if you're a mom with 3 kids. It's totally cool. But like instantly, worst case scenario. Well, what if the car breaks down? What about this? What about that? What about that? And after all the traveling I've done the last year, I'm just like on the phone. I'm like, Mom, I can't I just can't operate that way. I really don't want to. And if you want to feed that way, I'll hang up the phone right now. Like if you want to play that story, go ahead. But I don't want to do that. And I want to challenge you on that to say that there's a better way to life. And of not worrying and like frantically trying to panic about all the things that could go wrong. Like why? Because this is the second point. Okay, worst case scenario happens, then what? I'm just pausing there because I want you to think about that. Maybe this has really not much to do about fitness, but it's your mindset and how you're living day to day, which ultimately is everything. Second point, write this down. Okay, worst case, then what? Okay, worst case, then what? Let's say the worst case happens. Maybe you forget that one thing you needed when you're traveling. Well, they probably sell it at the convenience store. What if you miss your flight? Well, you could book another one. What if you get to the party a little late? The party's probably still going to go on. What if you miss your workout? Well, tomorrow's a new day. See where I'm going with this? Okay, worst case scenario, and then what? And usually what happens is we have these thoughts, but then it never fucking happens anyway. It's like we spend all this time and effort and energy worrying about the worst case scenario, but then it doesn't even happen. And then you're just like, oh, see, yeah, you're right. I've subconsciously paid a lot of attention to this over the last few years, and I've tested myself because I'm like, okay, well, I have these thoughts. Let me pay very close attention to what happens after. And I would say probably 9 out of 10 times, all the things that I worried about never even came true. You guys agree with that? You ever been there? If you have, let me know. Last point, number 3, have faith that it will be okay. Either way. I'll say it one more time. Have faith that things will be okay. Either way. Either way, we're good. Know that you will be okay because there is a plan for you. And Morgan asked me in the comments here on TikTok, is this religious? And no, it doesn't need to be, but I do believe that there is somebody watching over you and that there's somebody who has a plan for you, and like for me, that gives me a lot of peace and a lot of comfort and a lot of freedom, just knowing that if I have faith and I'm a good person and I do the right thing, then eventually things will work out. And the thing is I'm good either way. If it doesn't, okay, then I'll just recalibrate, recalculate, and pivot. Because I've done it before, I can do it again. I've talked about this in previous videos on my Instagram, but like I spent my whole life thinking I was going to be a pro baseball player, and when that didn't happen, I felt like an identity crisis. I was like, well, what do I do now? I spent my whole life on the field, my whole life as an athlete, my whole life as a student. I don't know who the fuck I am. This is scary. And I was like, well, I don't know what to fucking do, but I just I figured it out. I pivoted. I didn't really have a choice but to do so. And it's crazy because when your back is against the wall, like you figure it out. And you just get it done. And that's what I'm saying. Have faith either way, it will change your life. So let's recap. Let it be good. Second point, okay, worst case, then what? We'll figure it out anyway. It usually never happens. And third point, have faith, you'll be okay. Either way, it kind of fucking rhymes. It's pretty sick, honestly, right? But With that being said, that's all I got for you guys here today. Just wanted to come on, share some value. I feel like a lot of us do struggle mentally with the worst case scenario. And I hope this information was able to just give you a little bit of comfort and a little bit of clarity. So that way, when these situations come about, you feel more equipped to go and deal with it. And that's really my purpose and my intention with this information, is to give you some way to navigate these things in a more optimal fashion, if that makes sense. So hope that was able to come to fruition for you here today. And with that being said, as we wrap up, I just want to say thank you again for spending some time with me. I really appreciate you. Hope you have the best day of your entire freaking life. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you in the next episode. Let's get it. And also do us a favor. Leave a review if you like the information. If you like the things that you're getting, go ahead. Leave a review, man. We really appreciate it. Post on your story, tag some people, share it with a friend. We want to make sure that this information gets out to the masses. Share it with a friend. There could be somebody in your life right now that needs this, and you can send this free information to them to be able to go ahead and do that. Appreciate you. Much love. We'll chat soon. Peace. Boom, boom, boom. It's funny because we have like 7 people up at the start, and then people just tune out because they don't want to hear it. Or maybe they have shit going on in their lives. That's cool too. Did you guys learn some shit? If you did, drop a yes in the comments. Let me know. For those who stuck around, I have my loyal listeners. You guys are always here, man. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you got something from that. I got to go bounce out for my next call here. I appreciate y'all, and we'll chat soon, right? Do you guys like these chats? Do you guys like the mindset stuff? I know Casey does. Casey, you're a rock star. Chris, did you learn something? Alyssa, if you're still here, let me know.